a video on the new Sheglam Insta ready. They sent me all 6 of their shades. This is the face and under eye setting powder. I really want to go through all the shades and show a close-up video of all the shades just in case you want to try this out and are wondering which one you should buy. That can kind of give you an idea of which one to use. And they do have a really cool video showing like them actually putting this on water and dipping their sponge through, and it comes out dry. And what basically they are saying is that this is waterproof. It just helps everything set in place, and it helps set your under eye and your face at the same time. And both of them are supposed to be like super long wearing, give you a blurred under eye effect, and we will test that out in the try on portion. But first I wanted to show you guys what the packaging actually looks like. This is what it looks like, and as you can see there, has the loose powder underneath. When you get it, it actually has the under eye powder here on top, and then it has a mirror, but you can just take that off to actually use the mirror. And then, okay, Melissa, close it, close it. And then you just screw off the top, and there is a sifter. It does have the little plastic in there as well. So this shade right here, as you can see, is all white, and this is their shade Translucent. I would say that I don't feel like it's fully translucent where any shade range could use this. I think it might give a white cast, so you want to be a little bit cautious, and maybe if you're on the darker side, get one of the darker tones. Next up is the shade Bisque, and this one is more on the like light side. So if you're a light, like fair to light, I think that you could really use this shade right here. And then the shade on the inside for the under eye is white, so it's stark white. Next shade is actually the shade that I am. If you're near my skin tone color, this is probably going to be your shade. This is a Natural Linen, which is more on the olive yellow undertone. And then the under eye shade is white as well. I will say this white isn't like, I feel like if you use it softly, it's not going to be like overkill, because it is a very fine milled powder. And it's crazy because it sort of reminds me of this bad boy right here, which I love. And that is from Mother Pat. And you know, Miss Pat is expensive. And this is kind of like the same kind of shade as you can see there. So just saying, if you're looking for something a little bit more affordable, you might want to try this. Next shade up is the Smooth Sand, and I'll compare it next to the Natural Linen so you can actually see the difference between all 3 of these. Okay, let me see if I can hold these. So this is Bisque, Natural Linen, and this is Smooth Sand. So you can see right there, this one is a shade tone up. This is more for medium to tan skin. And then next up from Smooth Sand is Toasted Almond. So here is Smooth Sand. Wait. Here's Smooth Sand, and here is Toasted Almond. I feel like here it's more or less the same, but the undertones change. So if you're more of a deep complexion with neutral undertones, you want to do Smooth Sand. If you're medium to tan with a more yellow undertone, you want Toasted Almonds. So you can see them there. And then the last shade of the deep shades is Coco Loco. And there you can see the difference between all 3 of them. This is their darkest shade, which sadly I feel like isn't dark enough for everyone. I feel like they needed at least 1 to 2 more shades up, but this is Coco Loco. And I'm going to show you guys the inside of all of these. These I feel like all 3 of them have this beigey undertone shade that you see there, and I feel like especially for Coco Loco it should have been a bit darker. I feel like they really could have gone up a shade for the under eye, because I feel like this might be a little too light for someone with really dark complexion. So those are the 6 shades. I'm also going to show you guys a video close-up so you guys can kind of see them all in a row back to back. I am not going to be opening these, swatching them all, because to me that is a waste of product. And I don't know, I just feel guilty touching stuff and then not being able to give it away because I touched it. So I rather give them away to coworkers, to friends, to family, and actually have someone use it than me touch it just for a swatch and then nobody want it. So those are all the powders, and I'm going to jump into the demo so you can actually see it in action. Okay, for the try on portion, they did send me this little peach sponge. I accidentally wet it thinking that I was gonna use it wet, but you're supposed to use it dry. It's a powder sponge, so my bad. Oopsie, fail on my part. But I'm gonna let it dry and then try to use it during the week, and I will try to put a little status update on here whether I like the sponge or not. But we're gonna start off with setting the under eyes. I think that my shade is the shade Natural Linen, and this is the one I'm gonna use. The under eye powder is very, very light. It's like literally stark white, if you guys can see that. And I'm gonna go ahead and use one of my favorite brushes, which is a very expensive brush. This is the Sonia G Mini Cheek. It's supposed to be for your cheeks, but I feel like it's super small for that. And I love this for underneath the eye. So I'm just gonna tap softly on here and tap any excess off and see how I like this. So it gives a really pretty blurring effect to the under eye, which I like. Something that I really enjoy about the Pat McGrath powder as well. That is very nice. I like the blurring effect that it gives to the under eye. And let's go ahead and try the loose powder. So I'm gonna use the shade Natural Linen. I feel like this is more my shade. It's a kind of yellow undertone. And the sifter does twist, so I'm just gonna put some on the cap. Whoa, a whole bunch came out. Okay, so I do feel like this shade is probably close to mine. I don't know. I think it might be too dark now that I look at it. I don't know. Let's test out a little bit on my face and see how I like it, because I think it might be a little too dark. We'll see. Okay, it's actually my shade, like exactly my shade. So if you're around an NC 30, 35, I think that this shade would fit you really nicely. And like I said, this is the shade Natural Linen. This is a really nice all over powder. And it doesn't have any kind of, what's it called? Like, it doesn't have any kind of shimmer to it. It's more of a matte formula, if you can see there, almost like a satin, like in between, like very natural looking. I really enjoy this, and this is supposed to be sweat proof, waterproof. I will update you guys below because I haven't been able to wear this to work yet, and that way I can really tell you if it makes it last. They do have a very impressive video on their channel. I will link it down below if you guys want to watch it, where they actually like dip through water through the powder and the powder comes out dry. And this is supposed to help you if you're oily skin, like keep everything in place, set it, make everything last for all day. So we shall see if this does. I'm gonna finish off my makeup and come back with my final thoughts. Overall, I have to say I really enjoy this powder. I feel like you can't go too overboard. I kind of went back in with this little powder puff and added more, and that's when texture started really showing up. And just by that, I feel like less is more with the under eye setting powder. I think that either I would use one time the puff and just pass it over, or the brush, not like keep putting layers of it, because it will start accentuating your texture. If you're gonna use this very lightly, just you know, pass it on top. And a lot of setting powders, I feel like that's the same thing for all of them. I really enjoy the overall kind of look of the powder. It gives like a very natural satin look to it, and I really enjoy that. I don't really like something that's way too matte. If you kind of swatch it on your hand, it almost looks matte, but then once I applied it to my skin, I feel like it doesn't look as matte on there. It really just looks like skin, which I really enjoy. And I feel like the shade that I picked really is my skin tone. So it's really nice, like, especially sometimes I use darker shade foundations and then I'll use a light powder to counteract it. But with this one, I feel like if a foundation matches me exactly, I can use that powder to set everything in place and just keep my skin tone the same shade. So I really enjoy these. I feel like they're super affordable. I will have a coupon code down below and more information, links, whatever else I can find. I will have all of that information down below if you're interested in purchasing this. Let me know if you have tried this. We'll try it. What do you think? What do you think of the results? I really like it. I really love like the blurring underneath the eyes. I feel like now I have a little bit more texture because I kind of like I went in afterwards like extra to try to help, especially with all this fallout that I got from this glitter. But overall, I really love it and I will continuously use it. I will also do an update down below once I wear this with my 12-hour shift and see if I see a difference, especially with longevity with my foundation and concealer as well. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are, and let me know if you guys want to see another like full face of Sheglam. I could do that, or get ready with me with Sheglam products. I am trying to get back into doing more videos and not as many, like to do my unboxings, but to also do other videos as well here on my channel. Okay, I have talked your ear off, and thank you guys so much for those who subscribed, who really enjoy my videos, who like it, who watch it. I really appreciate you. I can't say enough. You know, I am so appreciative to those who are, I constantly see leaving messages and talking to me and stuff like that. I really appreciate it. So like this video if you like this. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to subscribe and watch my videos, hit that red button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.